What's going on out there today, everybody? Today I'm going to be installing these fog lights here. I'm going to be installing these on my 1996 EK Coupe right back here. Now, it got the blue tint to them, but it says right there that they're white, so I don't know for sure. We had to see. Can't get my camera to focus right now. It's acting crazy. But yeah, it says white right there. I had to see what color they light up for. I'm going to place them right down to just like how it is in this picture here. I'm going to place them down on my grill. Grill and my bumper here down below. One here, probably another one over there. I'm going to place them a little closer in just so my license plate isn't covering that one up. Now, first thing I do to make this installation easier for me is I'm going to take my whole front bumper off. And I'm going to install them into my bumper first, and then I'm going to do the wiring up process afterwards. Now, I'm not going to show me taking my bumper off because I've taken my bumper off in several videos. If y'all want to see how to take my bumper off, just look at the previous video. Video when I was putting in these headlights here. I'll show how to take off a bumper. When I place my grill in here, I'll show how to take off a bumper. So I'm going to take my bumper off camera. Then I'm going to get into the process of installing. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mount these into the bumper, and then I'm going to do the wiring up process. Alright, I do have my bumper off now. I can show you better what I was trying to say. Well, I think I'm going to put these at, I think I'm going to put one right here. I'm going to put another one right here. I think I'm going to have them mounted there. It's easy. It's going to be easy to mount with the bumper off. Let's go ahead and open up this package, see what we got inside of it. What kind of mounting brackets we have. Alright, now this is everything that I have to work with right here. These are the lights itself. I want to show these right here. For these are the brackets that we'll be using to mount it right here. The light sits in here, then you mount this right here to your bumper. This part here. We use that to mount it, and all the wires and stuff that came with it. Not really that serious, not that many wires, just a lot of wires ran, just enough to run it from your front of your car all the way to like wherever you need to go, where you can put the switch. They send a switch. They gave me a switch to come with it, but I think I'm gonna use the switch that I already have installed into my car. Just that way I can turn on my interior lights and my fog lights at the same time with one switch. So let's go ahead and get into that, and then I'm gonna show you the process where I'm gonna be mounting this thing at. Alright, I got my screws out that I'm gonna need. Everything that I need came with it here. Only thing I'm gonna do now is just without tightening anything up this year, I'm just gonna line it up where I want it at. Try to leave a mark so I can know where to put the hole at here. Just gonna line up as best as I can for right now, just to make sure it's straight. I'll leave a little mark there, just so I know where it's at. Alright, had to change up scenario. I actually got my bumper inside my house right now. The rain slowed me down a little bit outside. I was on the carport, man. It was still raining like crazy. But for the most part, I did get the two holes drilled out what I needed for. Now I'm about to test it out. Make sure they do fit right. I just want to get them in here and get them started just a little bit. Make sure that they are fit right. It looks like they are for sure. And what I'm going to do right now, and that's pretty much where it's going to be at right there. Let me show you how the light's going to sit in here. Light's going to sit inside of here, right there. So first thing, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna mount my light up here, and then I'm gonna start mounting this up here. Make sure I do got room, yeah, because I don't want to be hitting my light trying to screw this in. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, this is stuff that we got here to mount the light to the bracket. Came with these two bolts here and these two rubber washers here. These gonna go in between the bolt, well, in between the bracket and the bracket on the light, just so the light can rotate easily. And the only thing you have to do is this bracket here. You just place this washer in between it, then place the bolt all the way through it. Easy process. Just like that. Start screwing it in. If I can get it right, it's hard to do. I'm trying to look at the camera too. Let me go ahead and put this in here. Just gonna start screwing it in there now. Go ahead and get the other side started. That's pretty much it. You don't want to tighten nothing down until you level it out, have it how you want to. And for me, I'm going to have my light turned around this way here. It's going to fit inside there just like that. Alright, about to go ahead and do the mounting process now. Mounting it to the my actual bumper, that is. Here's my light. I'm going to leave my light loose just so I can move it around whenever I need to. Whenever I need to adjust it right now, I'm just going to, the holes that I pre-drilled, just going to tighten them up, pin them in here. Alright, next up, I'm going to do a quick adjust. This right here is not going to be nothing serious. Just going to make sure just the light is straight, just to my eyes view anyway. Just going to pick it up and adjust it where I want to, up and down or backwards and forth, left and right, such and such. Just going to adjust it how I need to. But for the most part, it probably will get changed once nighttime hits and I can see which way the lights are shining, which way I need to adjust them a little bit more. But right now, this is just going to be a quick thing for right now, just to get it inside of here. So as of right now, that light is mounted. I'm going to go ahead and do the same exact thing what I've done to this left side. Him do the exact thing to the right side. Alright, got both the fog lights mounted in there now. Look pretty good. I did test one of them out just to see what color it would be. They are white though. They're not blue at all. They're just white. It's not bad. I'm not complaining. But yeah, next process is just going to be just the wind up process. Pin this bumper back on and wind it up. For me, for y'all, just gonna be a quick second. Y'all can go right through it. I'm gonna be winding up, but for me, I gotta wait till it start raining outside, man. Rain holding me back right now, but about to get into it though. Check this thing out, see what she look like. All right, y'all. I had to switch up cameras, man. Want the camera out here in all this rain. Just got my phone out right now. I started winding up a little bit. Only thing I done was the little extensions that came with it came in the package. It was a extender for the black and the white on each fog light. I ran both the extenders, and then the extender for the black I ran into this ground right here, coming from back there, the light just ran to that ground, and this extender here just ran into this ground over here on this side. Then both the whites, the white came with like a splitter, pretty much. The white from the left side here, you see it running right here, connecting to the splitter. And this one right here is the one coming from this side. That's why I have all that extra wire right here on this one. Yeah, that leaves me with just one wire right here. All I have to do is just run this to the switch and then run the power, which I already have my switch powered up. So the only thing I will have to do is just run this straight to my switch. But I'm gonna do it a little bit different. I am gonna add. They gave me this red right here. That's for my power. I'm gonna use it because it has a fuse in it. Because the switch that I'm using don't have no fuse in it. And the only thing the switch I got using is just an interior light, and it's powering up the light from my gauge right here. This switch right here, when I put this gauge in, y'all see me putting this switch in too. It's number wired up, so everything is wired up to the switch. My gauge will pop on, my fog lights pop on, and I'm gonna have one extra little blue light that I'm gonna hook up. None of that's serious. All right, now this white cord that I had running from both my fog lights, which is the hot wire. I forgot to say that earlier. I'm pretty sure it's kind of self-explanatory though. The black wires is your ground wires. Just ground those out. I ground those there. Then the splitter went here. Got a splitter for my power wires. I ran this. Haven't completely hit it yet though. I just like want to get it wired up. And I ran it underneath here. I connected right here because I had a white cord coming out already because I knew I was gonna get some more fog lights, because this car had fog lights, but when I got the car it didn't have fog lights, but I could tell it recently had some because it had the wire ran for fog lights already, but I just took most of it out. I just kept this one wire right here that's running into my switch in there. And what it's connects to right here, this white wire. Trying to keep everything color coordinated too. I dropped my panel down. This is what my switch looks like. It's the ground wire. I just grounded that out down here from a switch. And usually in the switch, it depends what kind of switch you have. Your middle is always going to be like your whatever you're trying to power, and your bottom is your other power wire is going to be your actual what stays powered all the time, what gets constant power. Just try to keep mine color coordinated, so I know that red is going to be my constant power. My white is what's going to be like running to my fog lights and my other accessories, such as up here. Now I'm going to show you what these two wires is running. You already showed you where the white wire is running from outside fog lights to the splitter, then to the other little white wire coming in, connecting here, running straight here. Then this red power wire right here, which is going to be a constant power wire. This is running out. I got mine coming right here. This is another wire that was ran from previous fog lights. I just spliced and I put on my own black wire there because I didn't have anything red at the time, but I knew exactly what it was. Then here, right there, and I said I was gonna the wire that came with the kit, I was gonna put that on because it had a fuse box that come with a fuse came with it. So I just connected it right there. You can see the black wire right now. I connected them there. Just left all my excess wire there. I'll probably tuck it better later, but you see it's hooked up right there. Everything is hooked up now. I can cover it up if I wanted to. Now, if I turn the switch on, the car's not running anything. The lights should come on. Let's test her out, see what we got. I can tell by looking at my switch if it got power. Yep, I see it's power. They're right there lit up. Let's check the fog lights. Yep, and they're both lit up. That's how they should be. I'm probably gonna have to adjust them later on. I have to wait till nighttime to see them, but as of right now, They are in there. So the only thing I'm going to do now is just going to be tucking some wires and replacing my panel back and getting the rest of the stuff straight. I'm not going to show that, but I will show you a night view, what it looks like. I'm going to wait till it get a little bit darker and show y'all what it looks like with the headlights and stuff like that. What everything looks like tucked away. But yeah, that's the installation process right there. Yeah. Little shot right here at nighttime, y'all. Don't look half bad, man. I like the way it turned out there. I know y'all can't hardly see nothing but the lights, but that's what they look like. I mean, for the most part, just me eyeballing them, like lining them up though. That lined up pretty good though. That lined up pretty good. And I mean, that's it for right now, man. I just thank y'all for tuning in. It's been your host, BeastieBoyDrumma. Catch y'all on the next one. Go.